It is Thursday, everyone. I'm Andrew Dow. Time for our Happening in the Hamptons podcast, our weekly breakdown of the Hamptons market, new listings, and events on the East End. We are sponsored by New York Title Abstract, the Hamptons' leading title insurance firm. Visit newyorktitle.com. We have Mr. Steve Glick, Dave Rutiner, and today, Miss Jackie Lowey. How are you?
I'm great.
You're
good to
busy.
see all of you. I'm super busy.
It's good to be busy.
Yeah, it is good to be busy. It's that time of year. I think that probably that week between the end of July and beginning of August is one of the busiest weeks for real estate agents out here, because you have the transition of rental months, you have July tenants leaving, you have August tenants coming, and you have everybody who's been thinking about buying homes for months saying, wow, it's the end of the summer, I better get to it. So you have the sales business, particularly the showing business, really picking up this time of year. So I would say that real estate agents like myself who have moved out here full time, I've lived here for 26 years full time. Wow. About this time of year, I'm saying, oh my God, it's the end of the summer and it doesn't feel like summer. I've got to schedule some time to enjoy all of the fabulous things that everyone else is moving here for. So I'm trying to find an hour here and there every day to either go out in our boat, go fishing, go to the beach, something else that
to actually enjoy the Hamptons.
Yeah, because we live it. We sell this dream, and we all have found ourselves here. I'm guessing you guys too, because it's a great place to live. So it's super important.
And the summer goes so quick too.
Absolutely.
Some say the busiest month is August. I know you do a lot of rentals. And it's always been, is July the busier, most requested month? Is it August? What do you see on that?
Well, it's really interesting that you say that. It goes back and forth. Some years it's a really hot July. Other years it's a really hot August. This year, August is different because there's a full extra week for Labor Day.
Yeah.
Last year, there was like an extra day. It's a full extra week this year. So people that are renting in August are actually getting 5 weeks of Hamptons fun. So I'm seeing August as being super busy.
Yep.
And it really depends. You have families who have kids going back to college. They tend to be more of July renters. And then others who are out here who don't have that concern are taking advantage of that extra week in August rental. So I
now, are you still you do a lot of rental listings. Are you still putting people into rentals this season? Or is that pretty much stopped and then now they're looking for next season?
Believe it or not, I am still doing this season.
Wow, really? Okay.
I'm still doing this season. I am getting phone calls. In fact, I got one last night asking for this week.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Can you get
That's
somebody
crazy.
in? Absolutely.
And can you do that? How fast can you get somebody into a rental?
Oh my God. I think my record is in a day.
Wow, really?
The biggest outliers on getting people into rentals quickly is just insurance, and then having the financial piece of it transact quickly enough to do it. But I can get a lease done if people are quick
ready
on
to
it.
go.
Yeah,
You're
I can
able to do
that
it.
right
It's
away.
the other issues that will take like an extra day or so.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, ideally, you have 3-4 days a week to do
Got
it.
it.
But absolutely, I think what we're seeing right now is a mix of people who want to come out. Some wait to the last minute to try and get the best deals, the rental strategy. Others, plans have changed and they find themselves here. So I'm absolutely still doing rentals out here.
And are people already locking up a rental for next season?
Not as much yet. Some do. I have some repeat tenants who lock up pretty quickly or looking at year round, or have decided to stay for the off season. I do have people looking already for next year, but that's not the biggest hunk of the business right now. Right now, it's mostly last minute rentals and people who are wanting extensions. I mean, I just, for example, just put on the market a fabulous new exclusive rental in East Hampton, 17 Daring Lane, brand new construction. I mean, they barely even live there. It's a gorgeous 7-bedroom home, sauna, gym, media room, and that's available for the very first time. They closed on the house, have just furnished it. So that's new to the rental market, and there's been a lot of excitement about that, but that's available.
And this offers community tennis, right?
That has community tennis.
So that's interesting. So there's a lot of like different communities here in the Hamptons that offer different things. And it's kind of like, if you know type of situation. So talk to us about some of those like micro communities that exist.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're exactly right. There are these lovely little communities throughout the Hamptons. The one you're talking about is the Ranger Estate in East Hampton, where 17 Daring is, where there's community shared tennis. I also have a sales listing in 145 Sea Farm Lane in Bridgehampton, which is fabulous. It's one of my favorite little communities here. It's located right off Lumber Lane, and as you both know, Lumber Lane, the entrance point to real estate in Lumber Lane is probably now, $7-8 million.
Yeah.
Chris Farrell is building a beautiful new home on Lumber Lane. I think it's listed for $21 million. But you have this fabulous community of 145 Sea Farm Lane where you have 3 tennis courts. It's a homeowners association. Wow. It's a great place to ride bikes, to just relax in a quiet enclave. And you have Starbucks in Bridge, which is a mile and a half down the road, and you're close to Sag Harbor. So that's a turnkey property that there's been a lot of excitement about.
This is like a steal at 3-2.
Yeah, I think to get into Bridgehampton North at the price that we have that listed, it's at 3295, is really something else. And we were talking about rentals before. I mean, this is a community that has a very strong rental history because everyone wants to be in Bridge North because you're so close to everything there. So it's one of the favorite listings that I have.
Any property that's near like a village where you can just like walk around the village or stroll however you get around, you can you can find that those houses are super appealing to a certain amount of buyers because they just want to be where the action is.
Absolutely. I mean, you have so many people coming from the city here. I think that being centrally located is a wonderful advantage. I think all of the villages always sell very well, and being close to that. And in terms of other communities that have really picked up steam, I'm bringing on a listing next week in a community called Settlers Landing, which is north of East Hampton Village. It's a delicious waterfront community that primarily features half-acre, 0.7-acre lots, and the values there have just gone through the roof in the last few years because people have discovered that you can have this beautiful home, have private access to all of the beautiful bay beaches, 3 Mile Harbor, kayaking, everything that you want in that community, and still be like 9 minutes from the heart of East Hampton Village.
That's great. Yeah. And it's like you really got to work with a real estate agent like yourself to like highlight and showcase all these different little communities, so it's like you really understand what the person is looking for out of their Hamptons home, and then you find them the right community. So like just looking at listings online, you're not really understanding or getting the sense which ones have the dock available or water access or community tennis or community parks. So I think it's really advantageous for someone to just reach out to yourself and like guide them through the Hamptons market.
Oh, thank you. Of course, they should reach out to me.
Seem to know it really well.
To your point, I mean, you've been out here for a while. You've been doing this for a while. It's like you've been able to see the trends, see the areas that are coming up in value, and be able to relay that to clients and say, listen, if this is what you're looking for, if this is the hamlet you want to be in, here's the area I would suggest. Here's where there's value that's coming up. Here's where it's a good buy. Here's where it's overpriced or whatever the case may be. I mean, that's where having a trusted agent like Jackie would be advantageous for you as a buyer. So is there any other listings we want to get to before we go big picture to Steve?
A lot of them.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk big picture. Let's
So this past week, 25 listings went into contract from West Hampton to Montauk. Last year, 37. So that's a decrease of 32%. 2 years ago, there were 29 listings, so a decrease there of 14%. The breakdown of the 25 transactions this week: 1 between 15 and 20 million, 1 between 10 and 15 million, 7 between 5 and 10, which is pretty high in that category, 2 between 3 and 5 million, 4 between 2 and 3 million, 9 between 1 and 2 million, and just 1 under $1 million went into contract. The dollar volume with all those listings was $112 million. Last year was $166 million, so a decrease in dollar volume of 33%. And 2 years ago, the dollar volume was $95 million, so an increase there of 18%. But there were 38 new listings that hit the market this week. So it's pretty high to see. That increases the inventory by 13 listings. And the breakdown of those 38 new listings that came on, 2 of those were over $20 million, 3 between 10 and 15 million, 8 between 5 and 10, 4 between 3 and 5, 10 between 2 and 3, 9 between 1 and 2, and there were just 2 properties under $1 million that came onto the market. The inventory is at 1,740 total listings, 1,360 active, and 380 in contract. So another busy week of new inventory coming onto the market, but we're still seeing the inventory actively just under 1,400, which is still low. So as much as we're seeing these new listings coming on, there's the same amount of activity of listings going into contract. So
interesting.
Pretty healthy, pretty steady.
What
It's
is
the
it?
same story each week.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's
pretty
interesting.
Pretty much, Dave.
Busy. Look, August is it. I mean, this is like the month.
But you can it's a little bit slightly cooler. You can stop. You can sense that little bit of cooler air. I woke up the other day and I felt it a little bit. I was like, oh, we're getting there.
No, we're not.
We're getting there.
We're fine.
We have a full August.
Yeah,
we got a full August. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you can feel it. You can feel the difference in July and August for sure.
Well, it's it has. Look, it's been nice. So what are we doing this weekend?
This weekend, the big thing to do is the East Hampton Library's Author Night. That is August 8th, 5 to 7:30 p.m. You must go. Saunders is a big sponsor of this. Some of the famous authors that will be there. You know what I'm really excited about is Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, that guy's great.
You know, that's pretty cool. But also Beth Stern will be there. Adam Ross will be there. Sabrina Rudin. The list goes on and on and on. It's in a big white tent. And you just walk around and meet your favorite author and buy their book and get it signed and get a picture.
Hampton Library, which is such an important thing to do out here.
That's right. The East Hampton Library, P.S. is it's huge. It's like a place. It's a great place to go. It's so historic. It's so beautiful. Everything's been restored. They have a kids area that's like. I mean, I live in Southampton. I drive all the way to East Hampton just to go to that library. It's great. Another East Hampton event happening is after you go to the East Hampton Library on August 8th at 5 o'clock, you can go and do tacos and tequila for a good cause at the Blue Parrot in support of Green Beets, which is a charity that is committed to empowering kids to navigate the modern food system. So that's a good thing, I guess. And then I also wanted to mention, I went out to this restaurant in East Hampton. I have never been to it. Have you been to this restaurant at Cedar Point? The pizza place.
You say that. My husband went there the other day, and he thought it was a lot of fun. That's new this year out at the Point there at Cedar Point Park.
So fun. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere in Cedar Point. I mean, it's like really because it's a state park deep in the woods. You can go camping there even if you want to.
They have glamping now there.
Yeah, they have glamping. Which
that's my kind of camping. is glamping.
Yeah, my wife too. But we had such a good time. The food was so great. I mean, I really recommend this place. I highly recommend it. It's Cedar Point Pizza and Spirits. You know, right at most beautiful sunset overlooking. You know, you can kind of see Sag Harbor in the distance from there.
Yeah,
and the pizza's really great. And they had a whole other menu. Great bar, great scene, reggae music, the string lights, the whole thing. Really good vibe there. So I want to give a shout out to them for this weekend.
Great.
Nice.
That's what's going on in the Hamptons.
All right. Should we get a restaurant from Jackie? What's your current restaurant?
Yeah, what's your current
go-to this summer?
Oh my goodness. You're putting me on the spot because I have so many friends in that business. And there's so many great places
Your most
there.
recent one you've been to then?
Well, look, I live in East Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
So summer times, I tend to stay close to home. My favorite restaurant is Shea Boat. That's packing a picnic dinner and going out on our boat in the middle of Gardeners. Shea Boat.
I like that.
In the middle of Gardeners. We did that the other night and on Gardeners Bay and packed dinner and then jumped into.
I got to get a boat.
Then jumped into the bay afterwards, and then
awesome.
it was just perfection.
Better than that, yeah.
But when I don't do Shea Boat, what do I love? I mean, look, you can't beat Bostwick's. Great family business.
Great.
I go there. I see all of my kids' friends, waiter and waitressing. That's fun. I love CC. They're
CC's
always
cool
great to me there. I had a good meal the other day at I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm sort of embarrassed. Wyan and Made.
Where's that?
That's also right there on 3 Mile Harbor. Had a great meal there.
Oh, really?
I actually went out to Mavericks in Montauk the other day.
How was that? I've never been there. I always wanted to go there.
Oh my God. I had a fabulous meal there. So nice, beautiful sunset, delicious food. Chef is really into localism and patronizing.
I went to high school with him. He was a good track athlete.
Yeah, there you go. It was a great meal.
You got to do a review there, Dave.
I got to get out there. Jeremy Bletstein. He's like a longtime chef now. He's been doing that
really
for a long
good.
time.
And so many of these local restaurant owners. You see that at Almond and Bridge. You see that with Jason. You see so many of them here are so committed to the local community and to giving back and are always there for fundraisers. The whole Honest Man restaurant group, Mark and Joe and that group, at Nick and Tony's. I miss Coach A terribly. They're all great at giving back to the community and always stepping up. So that's why I'm always afraid to point out, because all of them are so much of the fabric of this community.
They just get better and better at it every year.
Yeah, they're all
every year. I'm a big foodie, and
it seems like, Jack,
time,
you know the restaurants really well. Rentals, the market, and restaurants.
She navigated that question exceptionally well.
Wow.
Pick a favorite. Well,
Jeez.
I can't. But here,
I want to go to
Very
all of them.
political.
Hey, look,
it's very
what?
good.
I would tell you this, and it's a part of the Hamptons that people that are here just for the summer don't always see. But I've lived out here full time for over 26 years, and the Hamptons is not just about beautiful houses. The Hamptons is about a really tight-knit
Lifestyle.
community
Yeah.
that supports each other, that comes together. I met my husband, as some of you know, I've talked about it before, at the Stephen Talk House in Labor Day 1998. So we're coming up on to 28 years of meeting each other here. And, Peter Honerkamp, who runs that, is front and center, supporting everyone in the community. I mean, he's done fundraisers there for people who needed a new set of teeth, dentures. But really, more seriously, started Soldier Ride for Wounded Warrior Project. And all of these restaurateurs, Joe at Honest Man was so integral in advising East Hampton High School when we put together the new BOCES program for certification for food service workers. All of these restaurateurs out here are part of this community, and bartenders, everyone. And,
they work hard, and
when the crowds
it's a great
leave,
job.
everyone is really here for each other, and that's the reason why I'm not pointing out one, because I think they all have their place out here. And this is a great community of people, and one of my favorite things is walking down the street. My friends laugh at me when they're with me, and sort of because I say hi to everyone. They said, everyone, Jackie, and it's one of the really special things about living out here and being part of a great community that's there for each other.
There's no better way to end the podcast. That was well said. Thank you for joining us.
There you go.
We'll call that a podcast. Everybody have a great week, a great weekend. Don't forget Authors Night this weekend. Until next week, I'm Andrew Dowd. That's what's happening in the Hamptons.